Hi there, I'm Beetlejuice from Reddit's Wicked Edge Shaving Forum, and today, I don't know if you've been following my channel. Oh, he's not doing the Shavette again. Well, you haven't quite seen this one. This is the black insert. For those of you who aren't familiar with the Shavette system, this is a replaceable blade straight razor. Controversial for some in that it's not a true straight razor because you don't have to strop it, you don't have to hone it. However, there's no guard, it's a live blade. Other than the stropping and honing and weight, price, and a couple of other things, the process is essentially the same. I don't make a huge distinction between the two, but whatever. The black holder, for those of you who aren't familiar, the Dovo Shavette comes with 3 blade holders. The red holds the standard double edge razor blade snapped in half. The green holds a frame back single edge blade, also known as hair shaper blades for the most part, mitome blades as well in some cases. The black is, and there's a couple of manufacturers for the green blade compatible blades. The black is a little different. I've only ever been able to find this. This is the Dovo. This is an actual, what the hell, get the box, do the glamour shot. This is an actual Dovo Shavette blade. It seems to be they're the only ones that make these. As you can see, they're quite a bit longer than the standard. It's not quite a double width, but it's certainly substantial. So, first thing that you need to do, oh, by the way, if you're curious, no, the holders are not interchangeable. You can't use a standard length in a red, or in a black. You can't use a green and a black. It must be a match. I leave the blade in the paper for snapping it, and it doesn't take a lot of pressure to snap this one, thankfully. I actually broke one of them trying to just set it up. And while the paper doesn't give you a tremendous amount of protection, remember you're holding a razor sharp, and I do mean razor sharp in this case, blade in your fingers and you're trying to bend it. Be careful, we're adults here, or at least as close as I ever get. Okay, you can see there are, I can coordinate my hand and the camera. There are 3 pips there that align with this, and there is only one way that you can get this in. It's actually keyed, and there you go. Unlike the red, once it's in those pips, it's there. It doesn't move. Now, the other advantage, just let me get that lined up, and that just slides in. And you now have a full-length blade. This is the maximum length that you will get in a Shavette, nose to tail. So, how does it shave? Well, I normally do this as a first shave review. I've actually had this one running for a bit. And I over-soaked my soap, so this is going to be interesting to see lathered. Mitchell's Wool Fat, for those of you who are following along, my favorite soap. I've also got a couple of days growth going on here because I've been lazy. It's summer. There's a long weekend, big deal. So, almost, I won't say dry brush, but certainly less water than you'd think. Maybe a little more than that. The nice thing about doing it this way, you can easily adjust. Remember, it's always easier in face lathering to add water. It's very difficult to add soap. And again, for those of you newcomers, Notice as I'm lathering, it's small orbital circles, redundant, small circles to try, and you're trying to get the tips of the bristles to go into the bottom of the follicle, and the massage is to surround the beard hair with foam to try and suspend it vertically. This makes it easier to shave. And then against the grain, and yes, the grain on that side of my face goes that way for the most part. I'm lucky, and it all goes down, so that's why you see me doing it this way. Now, I don't know if the camera will pick it up. If you've got HD, now's the time to hit it. That should show the hair suspended in the matrix. So, let's see. Let's try it in the mirror too. I've got a slightly different setup here. I've moved the camera a little bit, so you may be getting a different angle than what you're used to seeing. So the blade itself is quite comfortable, at least for me. Again, it's that your mileage may vary thing. I can use derby blades. I guarantee you a whole bunch of people just squawked when they said that. I actually don't mind them. There are other people who love Persona Reds. I can't use them. The nice thing about the black blades, the true Shavette blades here, is that it's a full length. You don't have the guesstimate or the false impression as to where the blade is. You don't need to be... It's one less thing to keep track of, at least for me, because I'm used to using a full-on straight razor. This guy, that is your cutting edge. Nose to tail. If you're using the red handle, you've got about half that length, but when you're shaving and it's covered in foam, it's not always apparent. So for me, it's one less thing to have to keep track of. And just quickly reapply the lather. Again, most of this is knocked down, so I'm not doing as much of a scrub as I did on the first pass. And again, it's your mileage may vary. You will eventually find your own path. For me, this spot, for whatever reason, in addition to being the oddball on my face and going in an opposite direction, does not do well with an against the grain pass. So it's the only place on my face where I have to do a cross grain and with the grain and across the grain and stop. Everywhere else, no problem. And if you're just starting out, take your time. You should not be going as fast as you've seen me go here. I'm doing part of this for brevity for the camera. And, 20 minutes for a shave is where you would want to be when you're starting out, even longer. Like, the price for rushing is blood. The price for inattention is blood. And this should be an enjoyable, comfortable experience. So, there you go. There's the black handled, the black Dovo carrier with the Dovo Shavette blades. And sorry, no blood and no pain. It's an Allen block just to tighten the pores and sterilize anything that might have gotten nasty. But if it stings, it usually means that you've dug in a little harder than you should have. Double edge or straight edge. No pressure with the blade, just enough to hold it to your face. You're not trying to lean in like a multi-blade cartridge razor. Yeah, you've probably gotten used to having to push in. Bad idea here. So there you go. Dovo Shavette with the black blade, the black holder and blade. Nice, I like it. It's got a lot of advantages. It's unfortunate that, as best I've been able to determine, there's only the one source for those blade types, but can't really say I'm surprised that there's not a lot for a single solution blade. So there you go, and other than that, I understand that Mantic is looking forward to starting up straight razor shaving, Mantic 59, so little shout out to him, best of luck. And I'm Beetlejuice from Reddit's Wicked Edge. Keep them sharp.